It's handy. The only thing I don't like is the finish yet. I think I'm going to sand it and redo some of it. Wow, it's really working nice. It's on the charger right now. Unplug it. Now, all I do is this. Press the firing button in. This is my Woody. I had to put a little shims on here, make sure everything goes in real tight. Working great. That's the getting a coat of super glue. Button is recessed. Put a little Velcro part on there. Press it against the front. I'm gonna push the button in and close it. Now, there's no side play. Now all I have to do is put it in the router and sand that flush. It's going to be a nice mod. That's all I got so far. Sanding these parts. Make sure everything fits flush. This is incredibly strong with the, and now I gotta get a countersink for the switch, and this will give me a nice gluing surface. And this is for the slide in. So it's taking shape, and the whole thing's got to be sanded down and finished. We'll see how far we'll get. That's what I'm gonna do with this. I hollowed this out. Now to reinforce it, lay 2 layers of little small thin glass in there and press this in to hold the glass while it cures. And that'll give me a lid to glue it onto the shell. This is some less pieces I had, it's even overlapped, so it's not the best. I'm going to sand it lightly and glue on the veneer. That's as far as I got with the mod so far. I did lay some of the veneer soaked it in water for about 10 minutes and just wrapped it around the foam. This is some veneer on eBay for 50 to 60 sheets for $12, and that's what I'm going to play with. Every wood imaginable in there. I'll show you what I've done here. See how easy it is to peel off? Nothing. Like nothing. This is paper protector, cut in half. This way it keeps all the mess in there. Makes a beautiful finish. That's the foam block I cut for it. That's all there is to it. Got a beautiful shell. Yeah. Made this little tray that holds all the electronics in there, and that's going to be on the side here. So I got to glue this whole mess together now. Let's see how far I got this far. This is the battery holder I laid up. This is, I haven't soldered the contacts yet, but except the top ones. This is 2 circuit board wafers. The lower one has the battery contacts and also the 4 fuses in there. This one I turned around to have insulating there. So this whole assembly doesn't take any pressure on the case itself. Like this. This way I can insulate when this goes on here, insulate so the insulation is there, not to move or short anything out. This is way too big, of course. It's going to be sanded down afterwards. So after I glue all this, then I'll shape the thing. This is a thing I'm going to solder that to there. That'll bring my negative from here all the way. Everything is negative. There's no other connections necessary. The center was going to be a positive rail. This is the little tray I made up. I gotta sand the edges and make everything flat. Yeah. The edges only, I laid this up like a U shape. Fits right in, and it's flush. This, of course, is going to be on here. I gotta put some notches in there for the wiring to go in and out. Positive, negative is gonna be right underneath it. This one, I'm going to make a little thing like this, but lower, for my charger. It's probably gonna go in there, and my push button on top of that. So this as far as I went. It's the first wafer. 4 tiny little fuses on there. It's etched board. This is the second wafer. It goes straight on here. And there's the battery contacts. This will get little spacers, then thread this on and solder it. And show you later what it is. Nail polish removed. Not too pretty, but it'll work fine. Parts are etched. Ready to use some nail polish remover and then solder things. Doing some etching, muriatic acid and hydrogen peroxide. Cut this plenty long, leave it. Just cut it with scissors, roughly oversized still. Let me put in the batteries. They snap right in. Probably I trim this down a little bit more. And the sharp edge side will get the electronics in a module glued on. So after your glass is, or the carbon fiber, whatever you're using is between, you squeegee out the excess resin, put it in here. It'll give you the sharp edge you're looking for. Only thing you have to do is hold this down and clamp it here. That'll hold the edge all the way, both ends, a little piece of this here. Then lay your batteries there. Clamp this down. Then you're ready to bend this back and hold it somehow with clamps or whatever. That's gotta walk away from it, and next morning your part is ready to pop right off the PET plastic. Just wrap the batteries in a little bit of paper and tape them together. This is how I laid up some, boy, it's hard to see. I cut the piece of the PET plastic, cut it and put a little tape on it, make a hinge. Now you need 2 pieces of that. Flat, lay your couple of layers of glass on it. Put the second piece on top, squeegee out the excess resin, and this is the hinge. I pre-made a edge glued and nailed a 45-degree wood thing. Yep. Just pulled this off. Who says you can't get a sharp edge on the layup? I'll show you how I done this, ready to trim with scissors.